Hi there, you're welcome to RX Care channel where we talk about medications and how to use them properly. If this is your first time on our channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. That way you're able to get alerts anytime we post our educating videos, and also you're able to support us here at RX Care channel. All right. So what is our topic for today? Today we'll be talking about those fruits that you need to avoid in diabetes. So it sounds like a no-brainer, like, oh, I can't take this fruit. But why don't you want to take that fruit? So we're going to be talking about the why and those fruits that you should not be taking as a diabetic patient, or those fruit that you should be eating with caution when you have diabetes. So stay tuned. All right, so our first fruit today is called watermelon. So first, let's talk about something called the glycemic index. So the glycemic index kind of notates how quickly our blood sugar is affected when we eat these fruits. So glycemic index is usually something that you're used to kind of weigh fruit on a scale of about 1 to 100 on how high that food is going to increase our blood sugar. So foods that have a low glycemic index will be food that have a glycemic index of less than 55. So foods that have a medium glycemic index would be 55 to 69. And foods that are greater than 69 as a glycemic index are those fruits that we want to avoid because they have a high glycemic index, meaning they're going to increase the blood sugar very fast and probably stay on that increased level for a good amount of time. All right, so the general rule of thumb is that foods that have a higher fiber content, such as our strawberries or berries in general, have a high fiber content and they tend to have a lower glycemic index. And also another rule of thumb is that our fruits that are more acidic in nature have a lower glycemic index, while our food that have a higher glycemic index are usually carbohydrates that are cooked or very ripe fruit are going to be termed as fruits that have a high glycemic index. All right, so like I said, our first fruit is watermelon. So watermelon rates about 76 on the glycemic index. Ouch, I know, right? So watermelon is a common fruit that contains about 90% of water, which makes it very favorable, and people think it's healthy, which it could be healthy if we do eat it with caution. So watermelon is rich in vitamin and nutrients and antioxidants such as potassium, magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, as well as vitamin C. But what is the downside? It can increase the sugar. So due to its natural sugar content, it can increase the sugar due to that glycemic index that I was talking about earlier, and the blood sugar can stay high for that good period of time. So we don't want to take too much of watermelon. However, it does have a good supply of antioxidants, so you want to eat it with caution. So usually in order to help minimize this blood sugar effect, then you want to take about half a cup of watermelon and just kind of keep caution when you take the watermelon. So what is another fruit on this glycemic index that is high as well? Pineapples. Yep, you got it right. Pineapple has 59 on the glycemic index. I know doesn't sound too high because it's still in the mid-level, but depending on how much glycemic pineapple that you're actually taking, that can actually shoot up your glycemic index and shoot up your blood glucose. I know pineapple is one of the major tropical fruits that's consumed worldwide, and it's rich in vitamins and nutrients such as magnesium, thiamine, folate, iron, and niacin. However, it can increase your blood sugar if you take too much of it. All right. So what we want to do is making sure we're regulating the amount of pineapple that we are taking. All right, I think I kind of get the next fruit out. So the next fruit is going to be mangoes. So mangoes have about a 51 glycemic index. So remember, we want to stay on the low glycemic index side. So mango, I know it's sweet, but it actually does contain a lot of vitamin and nutrients such as magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, iron, and zinc. However, it can increase our blood sugar amount. So you want to watch out and make sure you're not eating a ripe mango or overripe mango, because then it probably most likely has a higher glycemic index than a regular mango that's not overripe. And also, you want to make sure that you're doing a portion control, trying to stick to a half cup of mangoes when you do take mango. So what is our last fruit? Our last fruit is ripe bananas. Yes, bananas are nice. It tastes really good, especially as a smoothie, but it can increase our blood sugar. So we want to make sure that we're watching out for that. No, banana does contain vitamin B6, vitamin C, manganese, magnesium, as well as potassium. But the downside is that blood sugar that it increases. So make sure that you're eating half a banana and make sure that that banana is not overripe. That way it doesn't have a higher blood sugar effect once you take that banana. All right. I hope I was able to help you all with what to look out for when it comes to fruits to consume while in patients that have diabetes. All right, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below if you did enjoy this video, and thank you and stay tuned. Bye.